At the beginning of last year, Super Smash Bros. Was a series I wasn't that into. It was one of those franchises that I had liked, but didn't have any passion for. It wasn't until we streamed it on the Wii U that I realized how truly great it is, because up until that point I never really played with others, and all of a sudden we had a bunch of people that wanted to play with us, and that's where my love for the series grew. With Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I wanted it to be the first game in the series that I dive right in and play, and dive in I did. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is amazing. It has so much content packed in it, from its 74 characters to 103 stages. It can keep you busy for hours. There are also numerous ways you can play the game with the options and game modes it sets in front of you, with up to 8-player Smash, Squad Strike, Tournament Mode, and Special Smash. With all these game modes, they also bring back Classic Mode, which is a traditional fight through a ladder of enemies with a boss at the end. And I think that this mode is really great. It was the main way I unlocked all the characters, but it definitely got old after a while. But I think that's just from me grinding through to unlock everyone. Plus, there's a sweet shooting section during the credits. The biggest single player draw to Ultimate is Spirits Mode, which has Spirit Board and World of Light. For me, Spirit Board just doesn't do it. Not saying it's bad, but it's just something I haven't spent a lot of time in. I could see it as something you can do if you're standing in line and need a time waster if you have your Switch, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend spending a bunch of time in it. World of Light is very similar in that it has the spirit battles, but the main difference is there's a story to go with the battles. This mode is also very similar to Subspace Emissary from Brawl, but doesn't have nearly the same amount of cutscenes. There also isn't a strong story to go with it. What I mean by this is there's not a lot of motivation to see the end, but the last few hours are very intense and you should definitely see it. World of Light is fun and can be hard at times, but I feel that it can be boring, especially if you play it like I did towards the end, where I just wanted to beat it and rushed it. I only did this because I wanted to see the end before I try and review it. Normally I play games slow, but I had heard that World of Light could take up to 40 hours to beat. In the end, it took me 31 hours, but all in all, I enjoyed my time with it. But I definitely think you should take your time and play at a slower pace. Along with single player, there are also a couple different multiplayer options as well. This is the part of the game that is, in my opinion, the weakest. It's not horrible, but it's just not up to par with the rest of the game. The main multiplayer modes are Quick Play and Battle Arenas. Quick Play allows you to set certain rules and find other players with the same rule set. The problem with this mode is you don't always find the rules that you set it to. Like if you just want to do 1v1, sometimes you'll get free-for-all. And if you're looking for that competitive multiplayer experience, this game just doesn't have a stable option for you. Now, they have improved it since launch, but I think they need a mode like For Glory or something like it to improve play for people who want to play online seriously. The other mode is Battle Arenas, where you can make a match with your own rules and have other people join. This mode has a lot of potential to be great, but it falls short because if you're the one hosting it, you don't have any control over when to start the next match once people are in. Also, this game will force you out of the next match if you decide to choose another character. This is really frustrating for us because we like to play with our viewers when we stream Smash, and we just don't have any control. Now, not all of my experiences with this mode have been bad. I've had a lot of fun with it playing with friends, but it just needs some improvements. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has so much more content than any other fighting games out there, and is truly one of the greatest fighting games of all time, and I look forward to keep playing it and hopefully get better at it. The controls are tight, the graphics are great, and there are so many characters that it can take you a while to find a main. The only major negative for me is multiplayer, but I believe this game is so fantastic that we can overlook it. Now, when I wanted to make game reviews, I didn't want to have the point system. I simply wanted to say if I recommended the game or not. And with Ultimate, I would say that if you have a Switch, this is one of the games that you need to own. The game is just truly ultimate.